This is Mighty Tripod Productions Foundations, and this is all about getting you guys comfortable and confident in front of the camera and learning the business of the acting business.
I'm Angela DiMarco. This is David S. Hogan.
What's up?
And we'll be your teachers for these 5 weeks. And also, so you know that you're in the right place. Foundations is not, oh, foundation, and it means I'm only a beginner. You guys are going to have some veterans in here who are really experienced, and you also are going to have some brand new actors.
So we're going to cover a whole lot of stuff, but it's not going to be really deep. You're going to get a lot of information about a lot of stuff. Our next 2 courses are the intermediate class, which is scene study and character development, and a 3rd class is called advanced acting for the camera. Yes?
Are those offered soon after this?
We are going to be offering classes again starting in September. We'll have a couple other courses for sure.
We'll always send you guys updates, but there's this thing called the Facebooks, and we have a Mighty Tripod page there. But above and beyond that, if you guys subscribe to the website, that's the thing that's always the most updated.
I started doing a lot of theater, and most of which was Shakespeare, and that's kind of how I learned how to act. I took a few classes in college, and I trained a little bit here and there with local people, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and working on a lot of really diverse stuff. And spent about 10 plus years working on the stage, and then I got kind of bored and wanted to try other stuff, and I got an agent in late 2010 and started pursuing the work in front of the camera, which is completely different. In a lot of ways, there are some similarities as far as how you prepare the character, but how you perform, for lack of a better word, is completely different. And the business side of acting in the world of camera, it is absolutely different than the world of theater. You don't need an agent to be working in the theater in Seattle, but to get real paying jobs for camera, you need an agent for film and TV and commercial and corporate work.
I started acting at a wee little age. I was about 8 years old. I got spotted by an agent here locally. I was born and raised, Seattle native, who signed me at that age. I did my first feature film by the time I was 10 with Shirley MacLaine and Terry Garr. So I've been in the biz for a long time. I know all the casting directors in town. They've known me since I was a kid. I did the LA thing. I did the college thing. I studied in a BFA program, so I love theater. I did theater professionally for 15 years. So when Dave and I started Mighty Tripod, my hope was that, A, I want to give you guys the education for acting for the camera, because there's tons of acting for theater in Seattle, really good programs, but not a ton of really good acting for the camera that are going to give you footage. We send you guys home with footage, so you're looking at yourself. That's really important. And also to start a youth department. I was a kid, poor mom, who couldn't afford a whole bunch of acting classes, so it really is important to me that I can train young actors and also new actors who are just starting and be able to tell you guys the journey. And the plus for us to you guys, come on in, right here, is that we're working actors. So you guys are not being trained by just a coach who's never acted before, or by someone who's bitter because they never made it, so they might as well teach. David and I are working actors. And when I started to become the hybrid that I wanted to be,
That's the only reason I've taken your class.
good, I'm glad, and I hope we do you right. But it's something that you guys, the proof is in the pudding. So when I started getting back into film, and David was really getting into film, and I still do theater, but I only maybe do 1 show a year, I have added over 20 plus credits to my IMDb. So don't tell me you can't do it. And you don't need to feel like, well, Angela, it's because you have more training, or Angela, nope, it's none of that. It's because, like David said, I was proactive, and a big hashtag, if you don't know me and you're not following me yet, I have a hashtag that is don't wait, create.
So we really want to teach you a little bit about everything. So we'll be talking about things like framing, like where are you in the frame. We'll be talking about things like continuity. And when you're shooting your scenes, we'll start in a wide shot, and then we'll come in close for coverage. We'll shoot over the shoulder type stuff. We'll shoot close-ups, and you'll get all that working kind of lingo and language and knowledge, and you'll understand how things work on a film set. Because if you don't know how things work, it's really, the first time on a set can be extremely terrifying if you don't know what's going on. What we're going to do is demystify a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that is completely, it's a crazy, tough business And what we want to be able to do for you here is kind of clear up a lot of misconceptions, to give you a lot of practical tools, and to answer any questions you may have about what it means to be an actor in this market for film and television and commercial. Because this market is unique. This is not LA. This is not a large market, but there is work here. You just have to know where to find it.